Hello everyone, this is 1 year on. I'm Alison. And following on from episode 25, today's short episode is about how I organised to see people during this trip back to Scotland. In the past, I've fitted in a lot of things during my trips to Scotland. Day trips to see things, shopping, activities, and then evening catch-ups with friends. I knew this time it would have to be different and I would have to organise it differently. Overwhelm is something that I've found really difficult to deal with noise and lots of people, something I've had to actively avoid. So nightclubs, noisy restaurants, even crowded shopping centres for long periods with closed-in locations are something I just don't put myself in, and it makes it much more difficult for me to hold a conversation in those areas. It affects my speech a lot. I knew that going round lots of different people's houses after driving all day and after having a busy day sightseeing was also not going to be possible. So the people I did see, it was for only a short meet, and usually in a quiet location. I was very apologetic to those I couldn't see, and indeed given the time, several were away on holiday. So we made use of conferencing app facilities and had a conversation that way. There is a certain way you feel things need to be a bit different when you're healing your brain and need an alternative way of doing things. Similarly, in going to family events, I would sit on the outside if possible, and not inside the house where the hard surfaces would amplify every sound. I took breaks and had a rest, a sleep if needed, and had the distance and space from people. I literally have not spent large amounts of time with more than 6 people in a closed-in space. In the end, there were some people I simply wasn't able to see, and I've come back to Australia with an open mind to try and contact these people by video conference to have a conversation with them whilst over here. It's a bit harder to do that when you consider time zones and of course how busy people are. I had thought walks outside would be possible, but the weather was just temperamental and that simply wasn't possible. Also, the days I met these friends weren't at times I was making big trips with my kids to various places. I paced myself very well and was very careful to not do too much. I was quite surprised how I managed it all. I ended up seeing one friend an unexpected 3 times while I was there. One of them was a funeral, which was really sad, but good that I could support this friend during a time of unimaginable grief. Thank you very much for listening. If you've enjoyed this episode, please like, share, subscribe and add a comment. I'll be back next time to talk about navigating troubles with my trip away. Thank you.